Where is my presentation? I guess we can begin. We will not wait for others. So, hello everybody. Just a second, I will put the recording. What about those who are listening me on YouTube? Because today we have translation and live on YouTube. This webinar is translated uh, there too. So, can you write in the chat in YouTube too if you can hear me and see me, because here are also some people who are watching on YouTube. Okay, so I will put the recording. So hello everybody, welcome to our today's webinar, which is called All the Most Interesting and Up-to-Date in the World of SkyWay Community. You are welcome and thank you for coming on time. So first I want to tell you that these webinars are based on Alexey Sukhadoev's webinars. Alexey Sukhadoev is a board member of SkyWay Community, and so today's webinar is also most of the thesis, which I will tell you today, are based on his webinars in Russian language. And as I'm his assistant, and the speaker of SkyWay Community, I hold this webinar. So let me introduce myself. My name is Leonid Rakhmanov. I'm a business assistant of Alexey Sukhadoev, and I'm an investor in this project since 2017. And I have partners from 9 countries, from Philippines, Korea, Uzbekistan, Malaysia, South Africa, Pakistan, and also Guyana, Ethiopia, and even more. So, and also I am a certified trainer and speaker of SkyWay Community's Major League. And besides, I am a mnemonics trainer. I help people to develop their memory, and I entered world ranking of top 120 in the world in memory league of memorizing. So, and I can speak 5 languages, and English language is not my native language, so pardon me if I make mistakes. So I just introduced myself, and now I want to ask you, so dear participants, where are you from? Our community is international because it is SkyWay Community. Hundreds of countries participate in the project. So please write your country in the chat here in Mirapolis in the webinar and in the YouTube chat too. So let's see how many countries do participate today in our webinar. So, okay, Nicola, Yaguarab, oh, great. So let me make it a little bit. Yes. So what about others? So where are you from? Me, myself, I am from Uzbekistan, for example. So hello from Argentina. Hello, Cecilia. Nice to see you on YouTube. Great. So others do not write. Okay. So let's continue. So what are we going to speak about today? So first point is about transformation of the community of SkyWay Community of SWC. So what is going to be in our community, what changes and what things will be. So, and also news, impressions and videos and photos from our recent trip to Eco Techno Park and Eco Park in Belarus, and to production of the string transport. So I will share it with you, and these impressions and thoughts and news, of course, and about new modes and new track structures. So what's going on, and we will talk about results of visits of delegations, because as you know, lots of delegations are visiting the centers in Sharjah and in Belarus. So, and we will speak about 3 reasons why Yunitsky string technology is in high demand, especially at this time. So what are these three reasons? So, okay, let's start. Are you ready? You can put some emojis of fire, for example, or emoji of string transport in the chat if you are ready to begin. So show your reaction if you want to hear this information. Hello from Spain, Leonid. Leonid, камера выключена. No, my camera is on. So please, Иван, people in the translation, Иван, там камера у вас выключена. Включите, пожалуйста. В трансляции не видно мою камеру. So please turn on my camera on YouTube translation. Anna, это Anna. Hello, Anna. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming today. So, okay. First, what I want to show you, as usually in the webinars, so the difference between SkyWorld Community and Yunitsky String Technologies, because these are two different companies. And what is Yunitsky String Technologies? Yunitsky String Technologies, is an international engineering company engaged in the design, construction, and certification of high-speed urban and freight transport system. So here, one of the pictures, of recent pictures of our visit. I will show you some more and video too a little bit later. So just a second. So this is Yunitsky String Technology, and SkyWorld Community is the largest international venture capital platform which attracts investments in Yunitsky String Technologies. So shares are formalized through a convertible loan scheme. And SkyWorld Community is a large, flexible company that finances primarily Yunitsky String Technologies, but has its own development roadmap. So, and that's we also will speak about today, about SkyWorld Community. And here is a picture of our forum, which was recently in Minsk, in Marina Gorka city, in Eco Park. So this is the difference. So you see Yunitsky String Technologies and SkyWorld Community. Probably most of you knew it, but here we can have people who do not know. That's why I just showed the difference. So now let's speak about transformation of SkyWorld Community's community. Yeah, I will open another presentation about this. So can you see the screen? So why we are speaking about community? Because community unites people, and according to statistics, 79% of people feel lonely in the world, and that's why community is a key of human need. So people want to be together, to do different kind of actions, different kind of trainings, and such kind of things which unites them, and it gives some happiness. And the mission of SWC 3.0 version community management is to enable individuals to show themselves in the community. So each of you, each person matters, and each person can show their talents now in the new version of our community, because now we are starting to transform it, to develop it, and lots of things will be. So, and the goal of community management is to enable people to build communications and activities around common ideas in new ways. And so what changes are happening, I will tell it also now. So hello Nigeria, hello Ahmed Suleiman Bazumi, nice to see you, great. So so the goal of the SkyWorld Community 3.3 version, architecture is to build a united, trusting space of like-minded people with entry through training, where the community participant will feel their personal growth, as I said, yeah, show their talents and find a strong environment and receive the necessary financial motivation also. So what things are being done to develop our community now? So first is different kinds of events, as online and as offline, are going to be held in the near future and being planned now. And one of them just was recently, where from I came, yeah, forum, and no forum, it was called like this, of Sky World Community, third version of community. And it will be, and you will see the videos from these meetings a little bit later in your personal online account. I will show you a little bit part today, but more impressions you can get a little bit later. So, and also, of course, participate in such kind of events as online and as offline together with each other. So, and then social networks. So as developing with social networks which are already presented to today, nowadays, like Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, yeah, and also developing new social networks as well, for example, LinkedIn and others, so which are popular just in special areas, because in some places, in some regions, there are different kinds of popular social media and which are popular only there. And for Sky World community, everybody, every region matters. That's why we will develop it everywhere and in a comfortable way for people in their social networks which they like. So probably you have already saw and noticed that some kind of actions are being done in our Telegram channels and Facebook. For example, if you are in the Telegram channel of Sky World community and you have noticed it, you can put your reaction in the chat. Here we have the chat. So if you have noticed from the just recent time that some kind of actions, some kind of questions and interactions in the social networks of Sky World community started happening, not just news and news, but also some interactions and some kind of activities. Yeah, Elafoge, Eli Silvia, you noticed it, great. So I'm glad to see this. Yes, because this is all just started, and you will see even more in the near future, because a big team hired to develop this kind of things. We have community managers, we have the head of PR, we have the head of marketing. So new members of Sky World communities team and management, and it will be developed in the near future. So wait for updates. So social networks. And then the third point is new roles. So, and be ready to participate in some kind of activities and to do the things what you want. For example, we will have new roles like trainers, speakers, and also such kind of roles like caseologist, for example, the person who speak with other partners and study their cases and then share their stories with others. For example, how this person reached some kind of success in our company and how it was, and others roles and professions will appear, and you will see this too in news. So and then of course another thing is developing, which helps to develop the to develop our community, is the platform of education and adaptation. So and more than 10 methodologies and more than 10 experts and speakers are working on it to develop it, to create it, and besides of them top specialists like developers, designers, copywriters, marketer, project manager, and experts, community managers, head of sales department, and translators in 7 languages, and lots of other specialists are working on it. And probably if you remember in previous webinars, I told you that it was created in Russian and was translated in other languages. But now we just tried it in small audience and decided to change plans and not just translate, but to adapt and to how to say, as I said, English is not my native language, so to see national and like mental different kind of things of different regions. For example, Vietnamese people have different kind of mentality. For example, African people have another kind. So we will not just translate from one language to another. We will find the speakers, the experts in this area, in these regions, which expert who knows the mentality of these regions people and their kind of like thoughts and behavior and needs, of course, and to give this information in such a way to be how to say in the best way. Yeah, so that's why it will be adapted in a different kind of mental groups, not just translated. That thought I want to tell you. And then so educational courses like on sales, Instagram, video creation, work with code base. For example, some of you work with icebreaker program, like networking, personal brand development, creating your own training, team building, burnout management, client psychology, mental development, and many other courses and lessons will be available there for different kind of statuses and different kind of needs of people in the platform. And there you have such opportunities like to become a platform speaker and to increase your team by times with a minimum effort, because it will be like automatic system, because first stages of this platform will be for newcomers, to show them the benefits, to show them facts about the project, and to help them to make a decision to join the project or not, and to show all these facts and benefits of the project. That's why it will be like automated system for you. You can for you yourself as well, for example, if you are a newcomer, a new member, and for people, for example, if you invite them here. So, and of course, develop your personal qualities and ideas with SkyWorld community support and tracking, tutoring, and mentoring. So that was updates about community and platform. So, and now let's go back to our previous presentation. So, okay. So how is YouTube? My camera is on now or no? So, okay. So let's continue. We just spoken about transformation of community of SWC and platform of education. So, hello, Safimieri from Nigeria. Nice to see you. Hello, dear Dr. Christian Vandenwyver. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Also from Nigeria and from Belgium. And Shamaki Usman, also from Nigeria. Great, nice to see you all. So here also you can see the flag of Nigeria, you see, in the presentation, because I also personally have a few partners from Nigeria too, and from Guyana, from Uzbekistan, from Philippines, from Ethiopia, and we brought the flags of these countries to. And I know that lots of partners from Nigeria too participate in today's webinar too. Yeah, as we can see. So to make pictures near the string transport. So And now I want to share with you some impressions and photos and videos from our trip. So let me put the video on. So somebody is asking, please. So some people are having difficulty logging in. Unaegbu Bright is asking, please, is there a YouTube link available? Good evening, Bright from Nigeria. Yes, sure, I will just put it in the chat. You can share with your people this link. So, and now I will put the video. Do you want the video from our recent trip? I just created it today from short videos which I made during our journey. So this was a short video from our trip to the center of Yunitsky string technologies in Belarus. So, and I personally was happy to see it in real life. I visited in Sharjah, but as you know, there is only one module which is going from one station to another. But here, as you have seen, lots of modules is going from one place to another, and it was like amazing for me to see it like I was in the future. And for example, me myself, I've joined in 2003. There is written name of the investor who planted it. So, and also besides of the modules which you have probably seen on other videos and other news, we saw new modes and new track structures which are being constructed and created. So as I promised you to tell about it, I'm telling it now. So you see here, we were staying in these houses. I do not know, can you see my mouse or not? So here, eco houses. So we stayed in them, and just near them, a new station is being built for the light track structure for Unilight, Ulight, and to go from these eco houses to fishing place for fishing. For there is also a restaurant and also a zone for picnic and other kind of activities. So for people to go easily from eco houses to this place, because it's really how to say, a good distance, because for example to go on foot, lots of time needed. But here you just can go out from your eco house and sit inside Ulight and go to enjoying the sceneries, because there is a really beautiful nature also there. And so it's being constructed. So for example, this one is for station and for corner, and also there are middle like anchor units, yeah, here. So and just the string to put is left, yeah, here you see. So we have seen this new track structure which is being constructed there in Eco Park. So and also we saw the new models, and we have visited production of Yunitsky string technologies. So here you also can see logo of on the car. Yeah, we visited it, and there we talked personally to the directors of this plant, and there we also they made like excursion for us, explained everything in details, every engineering like details and all the stuff. And also I have seen this probably you also saw in videos, big like how it's called, to create parts of string transport and modules. So Akuma and Haas, yeah, stations, and we have seen them, and we have seen the new modules which are created there too for 25 people. So as you see in the picture, so it's really big. And some people ask why it is like in another kind of design, not similar to previous modules, because it's the needs like of the place to show that could be different. For example, this is made for chargers track structure, heavy structure, and there to enjoy the sceneries from all, how to say it, from all sides. You see, at the top side and from the back side, here is the glass, no driver, and people can sit and can stay and enjoy the sceneries and go in the safe way on the speed of 100 kilometers per hour. Just imagine, without any traffic jams. So I guess you know this, so that this transport can go without any traffic jams, yeah. And also we saw the Unilight module, which is really designed very beautiful, but I do not have its picture, but I guess you will see it a little bit later in news, which was created for this structure, which I have shown you just a few slides before, yeah, for this structure which it was made. So we have seen them, so new track structures and new models. And now let's move to the next part. By the way, so have you enjoyed with me these photos and videos, and enjoyed that you are also the part of this project? You also supported it. So give me your reaction in the chat, please. So I will see on YouTube too. Yeah, great. Camera is on now on YouTube too. Oh, Mr. Unaebu Bright, super progress. Great. Elafoge, I'm sorry if I mispronounced name. Elafoge Eli Silvia, thank you. I see your emojis, your reactions. And Mr. Just a second. Lobman Arnold, great. Thank you so far. You are welcome. I'm glad to hear if it was like good information for you and you liked it. So thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your reaction. And thank you, dear Christian Vandenweiver. You do nice presentation. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your feedback. So, and of course, I also happy to be part of this project and to be part as well as of SkyWorld community, and to have the opportunity to support Yunitsky string technologies as well. So now let's move to the next part. So let's speak about results of visits of delegations. So probably some people can ask the question, so many delegations are visiting the center, and what? Yeah, for example, on my previous webinars and in news in your personal online account, you could see lots of delegations that come to Sharjah, United Arab Emirates, to Belarus, in Marina Gorka city. And what? Yeah, some people can ask it. So, for example, on the last webinar, we have spoken about the delegation from Rwanda, if you remember. And what has happened now? So the delegation came, and after that, they become interested in the technology, and then the Yunitsky String Technologies participated on the exhibition on the forum in Rwanda, and in this meeting, the meeting was attended by Infrastructure Minister Ernest Nsambimana and Vice Mayor in charge of Kigali Urbanization and Infrastructure Namaguru Mirar, and Managing Director of Kigali Innovation city Tesi Rusagar. So such people were participating and attending there, and the project, the string transport project, was presented there. And also the way was proposed, the route scheme was proposed and even counted, so how many people can go. So and here you can see, so here we have 20 kilometers long, and the travel time will be 11 minutes. Just imagine 20 kilometers just in 11 minutes. So this route is planning from airport and to the Kigali city, and so and it could go in the 106 kilometers per hour speed without any traffic jams, fast, safe, and with beautiful sceneries from your window. So, and it was offered there in Rwanda, and this official people and government really was interested in it to build it there, and these modules were offered and discussed as options for public transportation on this route. So Unilight, yeah, and Unicar. And Unicar in Unilight, as I said, is now being built in production, and the track structure for it is being built in Marina Gorka too. So, and these two modules were offered to build there. So Rwanda, and besides of Rwanda, for example, another example, Lesotho. Lesotho is also interested in string technologies. And if you remember, on previous webinars, I also told that a delegation from Lesotho visited the Sharjah center, and become interested. The king of Rwanda visited, and now, so what you see, the Oleg Zaretsky from Yunitsky String Technologies came himself to Lesotho, and now they are discussing to build it there, because the territory of the country is located at the height, at altitude of 1,400 meters above, and it is difficult to build other kind of roads there, any kind of other transportations there, and expensive. But string transport, as you know, can be built anywhere and at a much cheaper price. So that's why, of course, and ecologically friendly, of course, for our earth, and safe for people. And that's why it's also like good option for Lesotho, and they, as you see it as a potential and effective alternative to build it there in Lesotho. And during this meeting, the Prime Minister of Lesotho, the issue of using string transport in the capital of the country, the city of Maseru, has been discussed. So as I said, to build it there. So, and besides of this, if you remember, 4 contracts were signed. So 4 more countries will start construction soon. So commercial projects, and what countries exactly we do not know now, because it is confidential information. It will be announced by these countries themselves. But what we know, that some countries of them are situated in Asia, and that some countries are Arabic countries. So let's wait for the news. And but it is a fact that it will be built soon in these 4 countries, because the contracts were already signed, and now it is being researched there. So, and you see, new countries are just adding, and new contracts will be. So now we have just discussed about delegations and what results they can bring. And now let's see, so what are the 3 reasons why Yunitsky String Technologies transport is in high demand, especially at this time. So if you remember, just a second, if you remember, on previous webinars, I told you these 3 reasons and told you in deep details why are they the reasons. So Yunitsky string technologies is in high demand in today's world in terms of resources, in terms of transport and assets. So if you want to see it in deep details, you can watch the recordings of previous webinars. But today I want to just add some details and news as from Alexei's Sukhodolev's webinars and from my own experience too, from recent journey to one museum. I will show you a little bit later. So what is it? So first, in terms of transport, of course, you know there is a problem of transport almost everywhere in the world. Traffic jams, incidents, and pollution, and lots of things, lots of stuff. Today's transport creates lots of problems. And what are the other solutions to such problems? Some countries do different kind of solutions. For example, in Switzerland, they are now planned and starting creating underground autonomous cargo delivery. And just look at numbers and compare it with Yunitsky string technologies. Here you can also visit this website at the bottom of the page. It is written there. So around 30 billions of dollars are needed to build 500 kilometers network, and it will be underground. So it is needed to like make a route there to put these tubes and every stuff. And also in this website, if you go there, you can see that it can reach speed only 30 kilometers per hour. Just compare with the transport of Yunitsky string technologies, yeah, which can reach the speed of 100 kilometers per hour. And if we speak about a high-speed module, which will be built in soon, yeah, it can reach 500 kilometers per hour, and at a much cheaper price could be built. So okay, but they see such a solution. Probably they think that it's effective. Okay, so and also some people use electric cars. I will not stop at this point because we discussed the problems of electric car such as Tesla and electric taxis on previous webinars. But just recent news that Tesla's director of artificial intelligence is leaving the company, maybe because of the problems of related to this car. I do not know. So but it is some news from this company. And also another solution, for example, in Georgia, they are being built, they planning to build a 50-kilometer road at the Picot Pass underground. Again, they are making tunnels, tubes, and such kind of massive things. I do not know, I'm not an ecologist, but in my opinion, probably you also think so. Such creating of such big, massive things and disturbing forests and animals and mountains, it will affect the animals and nature's life. So again, if we compare it with Yunitsky string technologies, which can be built above the ground, it can be easily go above the forest, mountains, oceans, without any disturbance to animals, to people who can go on the ground, and at a much cheaper price and in a safe way, yeah, and ecologically friendly, as I said. So it was in terms of transport, and the second reason in terms of assets. So again, in deep details, what has happened today in the world, it is being crisis in lots of countries. So we discussed it in previous webinars, but I wanted to add one thing. I just recently was in Museum of Money. You see lots of money there of different countries. So all countries are presented there, all money of all countries. I visited it and listened to excursion and there, and also I saw money of Nigeria too as well, and Belgium and other countries, but today I saw only Nigeria and Belgium. Yeah, and Spain in the chat also, and Argentina. Yeah, these money also were presented there. But by the way, one interesting thing I want to show you. So about hyperinflation. So inflation, when money just decreasing in their value. And here you can see in Zimbabwe, in Africa, when it was hyperinflation, there was money which nominal was 100 billions dollars. You see, it is real money. So here is $5 billion, so $100 billion, and it's just the beginning. It was in Zimbabwe. And let's Mr. Dr. Christian van den Wyver is writing, in Nigeria we have inflation from 60%. Wow, it's also big numbers. So yeah, you see inflation is going on. And here are presented some historical actions, but nobody is guaranteed to happen it again, because crisis is being in lots of countries today. And as you have written, in Nigeria it's also inflation. So Zimbabwe, another example. Here you can see Yugoslavia, the former country of USSR. Yeah, and here you can see the money of 500 billions dinars. Just imagine what a big number. So such a hyperinflation. And the maximum, the highest rate ever which was happened, it was in Hungary. And here you see the money. There is no numbers, but it is written that it is 2 sextillions pengo. You see how many zeros if you count? So it is 21 zeros there. 2 and 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and so on. So hyperinflation. You see, in now also such kind of thing is happening in lots of countries. So money lose their value, just a paper. That's why people who want to save their money and even to increase them, they invest in assets. So, and such kind of asset could be technologies, and especially technologies which have the future, like Yunitsky string technologies, of course. So here you also can, through convertible loan agreement, get your shares, yeah, and also have such an opportunity here. So that's why the second terms was hyperinflation. And so third reason is resources, natural resources, which are also limited, of course. And I will not stop on this place because it's really, I guess you understand, today's transport consumes lots of energy. And if we speak directly about solution, about Yunitsky string technologies, it runs on clean energy, and up to 15 times less electricity is consumed by the string transport than by the car. And as I said, we visited production, and I spoke to director about this question. So, and he told me that because of efficient way and efficient every detail in these pods, in these modules, that's why it is such an efficient, even if it use accumulators and batteries, for example, as an electric car, but it is more than it can be built. It can, how to say, consume 5 times less than electric car, for example, just even using the same batteries, for example. So because it's use less energy. And also do not, if you can see from this slide, also do not create any harmful emission to the ecology, to the atmosphere. So that was the third reason in terms of resources. Yeah, just imagine if such a transport would be built everywhere in the world, in your country, in my country, and we could enjoy traveling and could enjoy sceneries, could enjoy and at a cheaper price, yeah, and in a safe way, as for planet, as for people inside and outside. So I'm happy to support such a project. And if we go back to speak about SkyWorld community, about events which are happen in SkyWorld community, if you remember, I told you at the beginning that transformations and development is on the way on in SkyWorld community. So let's do it together. Let's participate on other upcoming events together. Um, just see updates in your online personal office, in your account, see news and in official social networks of SkyWorld community. Just uh, watch the news and let's develop together. Let's train. Let's share our experience, because, for example, we participated there, and for example, in the previous picture, you can see board members of SkyWorld community, and I and my mom also here with them taking picture. And you know, they're really great people, because you can speak with them and learn so many things and share experience, and they can give you feedback, answer your question, and they are ready to help you, to help our active partners to develop. And so I was happy to how to say, to see them in real life and to meet them face to face. And I was happy as I said. So, and active leaders, for example, from Kyrgyzstan, and I myself and my mother from Uzbekistan, and also we met from Spain, from other countries, from Estonia, from Litva. And so that's why let's participate together on other meetings, as online, as offline, and in SkyWorld community. So by now, what questions do you have? Maybe something is unclear for you, maybe you want to clarify something, or just you can share your impressions and thoughts about the things which we discussed today and spoken about. So Mr. Felix Bielu in YouTube is writing powerful ideas. Great. Thank you for your thoughts, for your feedback. So waiting a little bit for your questions, a few minutes. By the way, have you liked today's webinar? You can also write it if yes in the chat. So usually this webinar is held every third Wednesday of the month. So once a month, every third Wednesday. But today we are on the fourth Wednesday, because on the last Wednesday, on the third Wednesday, I was in Belarus in these meetings and trainings. And by the way, there was training from Michael Bang himself, which was adapted to SkyWorld community, on how to work with potential clients, on how to work with self-development, on how to deal with objections and such kind of things. And it is also was recorded, and it will be available on the platform of education and adaptation of SkyWorld community too. And lots of other courses, as I said at the beginning, will be available there. So you are welcome to join, to develop, and to develop you as yourself, and to increase your team, of course, and to develop your team members. So Mr. Ahmed Suleiman Dazumi. Impressive presentation. Kudos. So thank you for your feedback. But what is kudos? I do not know what is the language. So yes, Lobman Arnold, thank you. Mr. Unai Bright, very informative. Thank you. And Mr. Elafog Hey, Eli Silvia, Miss, great. Thank you for your feedback. And thank you all. Kudos means well done. Oh, okay. I see, Mr. John Bossy. Thank you for explanation. So, if there is no questions, I was happy to see you all today participating, and thank you all for active participation to giving your feedback, sharing your impressions, thoughts. So see you on next webinar and see you on next meetings, trainings, and other kind of events. So together we are creating the future. Thank you all. And together we help ourselves, help the planet, and develop together. Thank you. Thank you and goodbye. See you next time.